sorry. There we go. I feel like just, there we go, whatever. How you doing? How's everyone doing? How you guys doing? Seriously. And, wow. Wow, what a day, huh? What a day. What a day, what a day. Full of surprises. Yeah. I want to say right off the top, thank you everyone for your support to Positively Spiritual. Thank you for supporting yourself. Thank you for working it out. And thank you for making this channel what it is. We are here on Telegram as well. And, you know, you guys are beautiful people. And I thank you for your input. I thank you for your insight. And I thank you for you guys taking the time to work on yourself. That's what we're here for. We're here to help one another. We're here to help each other. We're here to help ourselves. And we're here to grow. Okay, most importantly, we're here to grow. And we're moving fast. I think we are moving really, really fast on this channel. Like, I mean, the insights coming on this channel. Hi, Royal Goodness. Nice to see you. Hi. The insights coming from this channel are just like boom, 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 boom. And they're hard to process. So I encourage you guys to go back to the lives, to listen to them again, write or take notes, you know, download these videos if you can, and head on over to our Telegram channel. This is a private group where we talk about sexual abuse. We talk about narcissism and domestic violence. We talk about suicide. We talk about the things that we cannot talk about here on YouTube. And yeah, there's so much going on, and we talk about the things that nobody else wants to talk about or isn't addressing. I'm certain God shows up. I am certain of that. And I am so pleased because the things that God is sharing with us on this channel, I'm applying, and I'm seeing growth. I am seeing growth in my own life. And I'm seeing growth in your lives too. When you guys talk to me and you share with me the insights and the growth spurts that you guys are making, wow, this is amazing. So keep going. Don't let anybody sideline you, okay? Hey, Resistor, how you doing? How you doing? It's good to see you. So, okay. Just 1 second. Okay. So this video tonight comes from a loyal viewer who wanted to talk about flying monkeys. This channel is growing fast. I agree. And I'm just so pleased. I'm so happy. Okay, before we get into this, I got to share with you, okay? I've been frustrated lately because I am a person who loves to dream. Like, seriously, I put my head on my pillow and I'm just like, I want to go to sleep. I can't wait to go to sleep because I get excited of the dreams that I remember. But lately I haven't been remembering my dreams. And it's partly because the environment that I'm in, you know, in a basement suite, and I'm not putting blame on anybody. It's just the way it is. I've got kids upstairs who got to get ready for school in the morning, and they're rambunctious and they're loud. And so when you get shaken up, something falls on the floor that sounds like a bowling ball, you're like, whoa, you know, and you're awake. And so you don't remember your dreams. So I was like, okay, I'm getting a little bit upset about this, that I can't remember my dreams. So last night I went to bed and I meditated before I went to sleep. And that meditation got me into a sleep, and I ended up dreaming about me receiving a check from my foster dad. Now, I'm not in contact with my foster family, don't want to, have no intentions, no way, no how. But I received a large sum in this check, and he handed it to me. And I looked at it, and it began with the number 21. And I looked at it, and I'm just like, wow, this is generous. Thank you so much. I could use this. And then it was like his wife, my foster mother, who looked like my mother-in-law. Yeah, I guess I've been talking about these people too much in our lives. But nevertheless, this woman I recognized, she was like, you gave her a check for how much money? And he's like, don't worry about it. Just put it away quickly. And I saw on the ground this blue receipt from the grocery store. So I quickly picked it up in my hand, and this check was blue. So it blended in with this grocery receipt. And I held it in my hand and I said, thank you so much. I will put this to good use. I woke up. Okay, so a few hours ago, not a few hours ago, I would say 5 o'clock, I went for a walk before our snowstorm. I went for a walk, and I was like maybe half a block from the house. Saw on my right side a crumpled grocery receipt. 2 steps forward, like I looked down on my right foot and I'm like, huh, because where I stepped, it was right in line with this crumpled up grocery receipt. And I took 2 steps forward, and on my left, right in line, was a crumpled up blue rag. Synchronicity? Can't tell me no, but I don't know what it means. But I know it's a synchronicity, and I'm just riding the wave. So I was just like, for my walk, I was just like singing and happy and just going with the flow. It was just such a good day. It's just been such a good day. So I'm back. I'm dreaming again, feeling like I'm tapping into my spiritual side. Hi, VK. It's nice to see you. Welcome. Come on in. How you doing? Take it easy, everyone. Take a load off. Hi, Zebulon. Do you prefer... Yeah, no. Bye. Sicko. Yeah, no. Did you get a chance to read that, VK? User is hidden or banned, blocked. Let me see if I can block them. Okay, I can't block. They're hidden, so, okay. So, yeah. If you didn't see that, moderator, you're going to get a kick of what I tell you they said. You're going to get a kick out of it. Wow. Wow. Okay, so Resistor says, I've been dreaming lately as well. Good. Awesome. No, that's okay. That's okay, VK. That's okay. I caught it in time. That you didn't see it, so hopefully nobody else saw it. So good, because it was rude. But anyways, so yeah, so dreaming is awesome. How to dream of a baby goat. It was running down the road. Ooh. Well, we did talk about goats in the video yesterday or the day before, but maybe it has nothing to do with that. What do you suppose that means? Have you got a clue? Any idea? Oh. Can you guys hang on? I gotta get my water. Hang on, I'm so thirsty. Hang on, I'll be right back. I'm sorry. I'll be right back. Hi, I'm back. Sorry about that. I forgot my water, and I had some lovely fried noodles in soy sauce, organic, but the soy sauce was extremely salty. So I'm just thirsty now. I know, probably too much information, but, and I'm gonna see it, the salt, and tomorrow when I wake up, I'm gonna see like black eyes under, you know, the, under my eyes tomorrow morning. Ugh, I gotta start eating better. This is ridiculous. But you eat according to budget, right? For sakes. But anyways, that's okay. Anyway, so I dreamt last night. God told me he has been here for millions of years. Wow. That's amazing. Hi, enthusiastic tent. How you doing? Wow. So what is your dream going to be now tonight? Eat meat? Oh, no way. I will never eat meat. Never, 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 never. Never. My protein comes from fruits and vegetable, well, veg and quinoa. So it's better than meat. More protein in it too. Quinoa is almost a complete protein. So, but anyways, I'm not here to argue about you eat meat, you go for it. You eat meat. I'm not here to judge. I love my chicken and my bison, but you know, I just won't. Soy sauce is good. It is, and you know, I eat all organic, and it was organic, but I gotta stay off of it because, you know, I'm not getting any younger, and some of these foods that I ate when I was, you know, even 5 years ago, I could eat them. I can't now. I suffer. I'm gonna be up for like pasta and pizza. Like, I can't. I'm learning that my main meal, like, you know, when you usually eat dinner at like 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening, I have to eat my main meal in the afternoon sometime to give myself time to digest and work off the carbs and all of that. Because I had my meal at like 6 o'clock. I had noodles and tofu and, you know, carrots and vegetables, but the pasta, I should have eaten that in the afternoon because I know I'm going to be up late tonight now. I'm just going to be like buzzing around. I'm just going to have, you know, and I did my exercises today, but, you know, I got to work off these carbs. So now it's like, I do it to myself every time. So, but yeah, it's like, they don't tell you this in school. You know, they just give you the pyramid scheme when you're a kid to, you know, the pyramid that you eat, you know, and that thing's a joke, by the way, but yeah, no, they don't tell you about hormones. They don't tell you that, you know, your life, you go through life changes when you're adult, and you can't eat the same foods as you did when you were a kid. Anyways, do we have everybody here? Can we start the program now? How you doing? It's nice to see you. My name is Shannon Gilmore. Welcome to Positively Spiritual. Royal says, I was a vegetarian for years and tried vegan, which didn't work for me. Wow. Clyde Jackson says, yes, we've met before. It's okay. Royal says, I dreamt of a colt once. Ooh. Wow. Yeah, I have quite a few dreams of me riding at Liberty on a horse, and it's so fun. It's free. It's like, woohoo! And I even dreamt with the last horse dream that I dreamt was a few months ago, and the horse tried to cuddle with me. Like, I was on a wooden platform. I was in the barn, and I was on a wooden platform, like it was like made out of plywood, and it was probably about 5 feet high off the ground, and it was just a platform where you could sleep, you know, like if your horse was, you know, giving birth or whatever, so you're not on the ground with them sleeping, you're up high on a cot, but this was wooden platform, and the horse tried to get up onto the platform and cuddle and snuggle me like a teddy bear. So, but yeah, vegetarian, I consider myself, I don't like, I just eat organic foods, and it's all plant-based. I don't like labels. You know, when people, say vegetarian, they think that you're this hard-lined humanitarian where you're so judgmental, and it's like, people suck if they eat meat. I'm not that type of person. You do you. You eat what you want to eat. I'm not here to judge. I eat meat too. So I'm the last person to judge, I just do it because it's healthy for me, and I have my personal reasons, and they may not align with yours, and that's okay. We're here to celebrate our differences, So there was a statue of a cult where I used to live, same color of the one I dreamt of. Interesting. I had a dream a giant poked me in the eye. Resistor, ouch. Get out your stones and say an eye for an eye. Woo! There you go. Frick. Wow. So are you still with us, moderator VK? How you doing? Okay. So, yeah, it looks like we've got a good crowd tonight. How's everybody doing? Yeah, I guess it would wake you up. Okay, good. Nice to see you, VK. If you need to go, just, if you get tired or whatever, I'll try to be quick on this. Try not to keep everybody too late. So tonight, I want to expose the narcissist flying monkeys, the hidden army of manipulation. This is coming from somebody on our Telegram channel, our group chat, asked me to talk about they asked me in video today. Yeah, but this person is also on our group chat too in Telegram. They wanted me to talk about this, so I hope they get to see this. Rob's on the phone, but I'm gonna get off with him. Shannon talked me into taking pity on him. Tell him I said hello. Okay, so hello and welcome. My name is Shannon Gilmore, and you are watching Positively Spiritual. For those of you who don't know what this channel is all about, this is a Christian healing hub where you can find information about narcissism and how to heal from trauma and abuse in a way that doesn't leave you confused and wandering this world, wondering what your worth is. We help you figure out that you are worthy, you are valuable, and you don't need anybody to tell you otherwise because God says so. And he's got the final say. All right? So your worth is rooted in Christ, and this channel gives you the deep dives to prove that to you, with knowledge and non-denominational support, you can be you. And you can celebrate you. You are a miracle. And on this channel, I take my expertise of peer support mentorship and combine it with writing, as I am an author, and I use biblical study, as I've studied the Bible as myself, with my own experience of trauma and narcissism, to give you a place to find peace, comfort without judgment. And I also welcome you guys sharing your insight and sharing your stories with us, sharing your stories if you feel like it, and share your expertise as well, because we're all coming from a same perspective but with different experiences. And so sharing, we're experiencers. None of us are experts. We're just experiencers, and you come with an expertise that only you know about. And maybe there's somebody who aligns with you and who has the same experience as you. Maybe they need to hear some uplifting messages, or maybe they need to hear your testimony. Maybe they need to hear how you manage through narcissism. So by all means, you are welcome to share. That's how we thrive on this channel. So we recognize, you know, everybody's coming from different denominations. So all I ask is that you please be respectful to your audience and respectful to yourself. Hey, me bad, how's it going? I saw your Goodreads. The photo of you is very nice. Oh, thank you. I forgot about that. I posted a long time ago on there. I totally forgot about that. Holy cow. Thank you. Okay, that's something else I need to update now. So, okay, so you guys are welcome to take a look at this site and see that the Lord is good as He provides us with His knowledge to successfully recreate our lives away from trauma and pain of narcissistic abuse in a way that has us remember who we are. We are the divine. We are, and today is the day the Lord has made with you in it. Hi, Clyde. How you doing? Nice to see you. You like me, don't you? Well, we're all family here, so come on in. Have fun, sit down, relax, put your feet up, get comfy, get a drink of choice, and listen up. Tune your ears in and give it a listen and see what you think. Okay, so today we're answering a viewer's question. What's the deal with the narcissist flying monkeys? Well, we're going to deep dive into this critical part of the narcissist entourage. Okay, the narcissist really cannot function without having their spies, their eyes and ears within humanity. And that lets them have better control over us. Resistor, yeah, I gotta have beef. Yep, you have your beef. Just stay away from McDonald's, okay? Just leave the McDonald's alone. Leave Mickey D's alone. Hey, Ted, how you doing? Wow, that Goodreads is a great photo. That's an old photo. Now you guys are spying on me on the internet, Googling my name. You'll find me on Amazon too. You'll find me all over. I'm all over. So I was interviewed by L.A. Marzulli. If you guys know who that guy is, look him up. Look him up. So anyways, so what is this with the narcissist? The narcissist really cannot function without having their eyes and ears everywhere to spy on us. And that's basically what a flying monkey is. These people are what we call flying monkeys. They are the individuals who are recruited surreptitiously. Flying monkeys are often befriended as they are bought with gifts and favors. They are treated like the cream of the crop, like royalty even better than you are. Oh yeah, you'll notice. And these people are treated differently than anyone else because the narcissist knows who can be bought. With money and party favors, promises and blackmail. Flying monkeys are made Flying monkeys are either knowingly made or unknowingly to act on behalf of the narcissist. Now, if you've experienced narcissistic abuse, you've likely encountered flying monkeys. And maybe even wondered, why are these people helping the narcissist? Can't they see who this person really is? Like, are they so blind that they can't even see this? Like, are they that dull, that dumb, that stupid, that ignorant? Like, if I can see it, surely they can see it, right? Well, no. And just how we were duped in the beginning, narcissists dupe their flying monkeys and they keep them quiet by buying them off, by keeping a secret, by, it's okay, the secret is just, your secret is safe with me. That's how the narcissists get the flying monkey's loyalty. They're really sick and twisted. So what's going on here? And how do you handle the flying monkey once you see it? Vladimir Lenin called them useful idiots. Ooh, yeah. Thumbs up if you can, guys. Thanks, VK. I appreciate that. Yeah, Mickey D's is, yeah, exactly. Ugh, barf, Ralph. Ugh. All right, so by the end of this video, I'm hoping that we will be able to understand who these people are and what motives they are acting in, as we can learn practical steps to protect ourselves from their toxicity. Yes, flying monkeys can be toxic because they're easily manipulated. So what makes a flying monkey anyway? The term comes from the Wizard of Oz, where the Wicked Witch uses flying monkeys to do her dirty work. She uses them to collect Dorothy and Toto. And the scene, do you guys know that famous scene where she's standing in front of the, she's got her long green tendril fingers, and she's like her long nose and her black peaked cap on, and she's, got her cape, and she's talking to her flying monkeys, and she's in the window of her castle, and she gives her monkeys instructions and saying, take special care of those ruby slippers. I want the most of all. Do you guys remember that? And there's a flying monkey who steps in to the overhang of the window, and he jumps off and he flies, and she stands there and she raises her hand and she's like, fly, fly, fly. And you see this army of flying monkeys riding in the sky with their flapping their wings. You guys know that scene? That's classic. And I was questioning, because it's funny how she needs so many flying monkeys for just a little girl and her little tiny dog, and a cowardly lion, and a scarecrow who has no brain, and the Tin Man who has no heart. It's just like the narcissist, isn't it? This little group is such a threat to the witch. The theme is Dorothy and her friends don't recognize their potential, and neither do we. So like the Wicked Witch, narcissists recruit others to carry out their manipulation, their smear campaigns, and emotional abuse. These flying monkeys can be anyone. Family matters. Yeah, no, family members, mutual friends, colleagues, or even professionals like teachers, lawyers, therapists. Oh yeah. Their purpose is simple: to further the narcissist's agenda while keeping the narcissist's hands squeaky clean. The flying monkeys act as a buffer, deflecting blame and delivering emotional blows, leaving the narcissist appearing innocent. Yeah, it was a good movie back then. It was one of my favorites. What makes flying monkeys so dangerous is that their actions often feel more personal than those of the narcissist. After all, these are people that you have trusted. I mean, you probably have known these people longer than you've known the narcissist. And they've now siding with the narcissist. Red Rover. Yeah. See, the narcissist plays these little childhood games with us. And we've cared about these people. We've been to hell and back with family members and best friends, besties. And the narcissist just flick of the wrist and they're gone. Gone to the enemy's side, and we're left alone, isolated, with nobody to reach out to. This is an act of betrayal. So seeing our friends and family members and, colleagues, people whom we've trusted, seeing them align with a narcissist is a betrayal. So when a narcissist is around, you truly find out who your friends are and who's got your back. Truly you do. To understand the role flying monkeys play, let's look at how narcissists recruit them. Why do our friends side with them? Yeah, because I think it has a lot to do with the narcissist. Okay, the narcissist thinks differently than we do. Okay, they have a different map in their head, and they objectify everybody. So it's not personal for them. When they go to your friends, it's not personal. So they treat their friends exactly how they treat you. And they know how to get in there because you and your friends have things in common. And so the narcissist quickly finds that out and is able to put a wedge in between those things that you find in common. And the narcissist is able to make themselves seem like they're just like you. So your friend is like, oh, you're just like my bestie. So yeah, you're good peoples. You're cool. You're awesome. You're just like all of us. Yeah. So the narcissist may even mirror your personality back to your best friend in order to hook your best friend. So, I mean, it's not personal, and they can do this because they objectify everybody and they're not personally invested. So they'll use guilt and flattery and lies or even fear to get people on their side. You know, they'll hang around your best friend, they'll hang around your family members behind your back and you won't even know. And your mom might say, oh yeah, Tony came over today. And you're like, I thought Tony was at work. No, he stopped by and he brought us lunch. He brought me and your dad lunch. And you're like, okay, what did Tony have to say? Oh, nothing much. Just Tony was just asking about you and how things are going with you. And it's like, well, why isn't Tony asking me? Oh, Tony just wanted to make sure everything's okay because he kind of felt like you were, just, I don't know, giving him the side eye or you were really busy at work or something. And he just wanted to make sure that you're okay. He was just checking in on you and making sure that you're okay. That's how it starts. A friend who goes behind your back uses your family to check in on you and then befriends your family and associates more with your family than they do you. That really happens. That's exactly how the narcissists get in. That's how they do it. And your family members who are narcissists, they may even go to your narcissistic boyfriend or spouse or girlfriend or bestie or whatever and seek them out to make them a flying monkey. Oh, this is diabolical. Royal Goodness says a family member threw their old phone out in my garbage. And hi Eunice, nice to see you. Thank you for speaking on this. Yes, well, I did say we were going to talk about it tonight, right? And thank you for asking the question. So I found text messages. Oh my goodness. See? Narcissists don't ever think you'll find out, but you do, because that's how God works. God always directs our actions and says, go look in the garbage, go look here, go look there, go look in their computer, go look in the shed. I know with my ex, he was doing marijuana and I don't agree with that stuff. I can't stand the smell and I just don't agree with it. And marijuana, like he was always, after he did it, he was always rude and abusive to me. Verbally abusive. So I didn't like it. Anyways, so one day God just told me, go look in the shed. And I'm like, what? You're going to find something. God didn't tell me what I was going to find. He said, just go look in the shed. So I went and looked in the shed and I'm snooping around and I found the toolbox and I lifted the tray and at the very bottom was a bag of weed. And I'm like, oh, thank you, Lord. So, pocket dial phone. Wow. I found text messages and a pocket dial phone heard the whole conversation. Wow. Many truths were given to me. Yeah. Have you guys, I got a question for you. Have you ever had a narcissist phone you and pretend like they pocket dialed you, so you pick up the phone and you're like, hello, hello, and they don't say anything, but you can hear the background noise like they're out on a date or they're out somewhere? Has that ever happened to you guys? That happened to me a few times. The narcissist would phone me up and actually, he had 5 different phone numbers. It was outrageous. And he would pretend that he was somebody else trying to, oops, I texted the wrong person, and try to pick me up. And it's like, I'm sorry, I don't let strangers pick me up, like he was trying to bait me. Did you guys ever have anything like that? Yeah, see, they're so stupid. They think we're not going to catch on. Like, it's just not normal behavior. Like, pocket dialing, yeah, it's okay, but it gets used as an excuse. And there are times when you're like, yeah, okay, this wasn't a pocket dial. No, this wasn't. So, and it's just annoying. Okay, so the narcissist is going to use guilt, flattery, lies, or even fear to get people to, side against you and side with them. They may even tell a mutual friend, oh, I'm so worried about so-and-so, or I'm so worried about you. And, they're going to talk about you to your mutual friend, and they're going to make it seem like they're concerned about you, but really they're just gossiping. And they're triangulating. And they'll say, I've noticed her behavior or his behavior. It's kind of out of control. And I just don't know how to help them. Do you got any pointers? Well, this makes the friend believe that they're helping, when in fact they're being manipulated into spilling the beans about you and speak against you or speak about you and say things, divulge things that were said between the two of you that were said in confidence. Come to think about it, yeah, he or she was acting weird the other day. We went out for lunch and there was something that she said. Oh, and the narcissist says, oh, well, tell me, it's okay, you can tell me, I won't say anything. And so that person divulges and says, yeah, they are just saying some weird stuff, and it just didn't make sense. So, hi, Joe, how you doing? Nice to see you. Yeah. I'm just reading your comment here, Eunice. I don't know, you guys are speaking about to yourselves, so you guys keep going. Keep going. So VK says, these narcs pull some stuff that you'd never think others would stoop to. Exactly. It's like you have to, I always say, don't turn your back on a narc. Don't turn your back, and your head has to be on a swivel. You have to have eyes in the back of your head. Always walk backwards, walk backwards out of a room. Always face the narcissist and have your back to the exit as you walk out of the exit, back with your back to the exit, because that's what it's like. Because as soon as your back is turned, they're got the daggers in there, either with their eyes or with their flaming arrows of intent and deceit and hate. So let's not forget that flying monkeys can be exes, and exes always have a nasty habit of getting in between you and the narcissist, especially when you do not realize that you are in a relationship with the narcissist. Like, when you're in a relationship with the narcissist and you don't realize that the narcissist has maintained a friendship with their ex, and you're not told of this until like 6 months to maybe even 2 years. Oh, didn't I tell you I was still friends with my ex? How long has this been going on? It's been going on since before I met you. I told you. Narcissists always use that. I told you. Or I thought I told you. Or they say, no, I told you. I told you right at the beginning of our relationship. And you're like, no, you didn't. Yeah, I did. I told you. They use that excuse. It's their go-to excuse. Ted says, never interrupt your enemy when he is making a mistake. Napoleon Bonaparte. Yeah. Yeah. So how you doing, Joe? It's nice to see you. You are the star. That's why they gossip. That's right, Royal. Yeah, and they block the door. Yep. Oh, the one time when the narcissist blocked me from leaving, I just about lost it. I would have shoved him, but he had a hip problem, so I just like, no, I'm not going to shove him, because if I do, he's going to fall down, and I'm not going to get charged with assault. But he was blocking my way, and I'm just like, I backed up, so I didn't put my hands on him, and I backed up, and I'm just like, move out of my way. Like, I was just like, move, get out of my way. Like, don't you dare block me. Like, I was so, oh, that triggered me. Oh, that triggered me big time. So, no, it's okay. It's okay. It's just, when you've been in a narcissistic relationship, you don't realize how isolated and trapped you are until you come out of that and someone tries to do that to you again. It's like, oh, it's reactionary. Je parle français un peu. Ted. Just a little bit. Bonjour, comment ça va? Hello, how are you? Je suis fatiguée. No, I said I'm tired, but no, I'm not tired. Shoving them usually makes it worse, in my opinion. They look for reasons to escalate. Exactly. Exactly. And I was just like, no, that's not how this is going down. So I just raised my voice instead. And they're like, you're crazy. I don't fucking care if you think I'm crazy. Get out of my freaking way. You know, I was just like, get out of here. Like, don't you ever block me again. And they're just like, whew, you're really uptight, aren't you? And it's like, only when you freaking block me. Don't you dare try to control it. Like, that's the thing. You'll notice that when you've been narcissistically controlled in a relationship where everything or most everything was taken away from you systematically, you will not allow yourself to be controlled ever again. You'll see it. You'll feel it, and you'll see it, and you'll react to it right away. So, abusers try to isolate you from your friends and your support networks. This is classic sign of abuse, absolutely. Yeah, never escalate. They thrive on it. Be safe, please. Be safe, yeah. That's why I'm like, I'm freaking happy living alone. I control myself. Well, God controls me, but, you know, so. Yes, I cuss. Oopsie, wash my mouth out with soap. So, I can say worse, but I won't. I will not. I will swear in defense of the C word. I do not tolerate the C word. You guys know what that word is, right? I think that is the most disrespectful word in the English language. I will not tolerate it. So you want me to I'll throw down my F-bombs and stuff. Just, no, nobody. I don't like that word. I think it's so disrespectful against women and men too, you know, because people's body parts are supposed to be respected, and they are beautiful. So anyways, I digress. So, okay, cool. That would be nice if he wants to join in. So, coercive control. English has laws against coercive control. Or England does, yeah. See you next Tuesday. So, Golden Girl lifestyle is my goal with safe houses for all running. Yeah, who wants to be? I like B Arthur. She was so cool. She was a straight shooter. I liked her a lot in that show. So, that's right. If the C word is used, then that relationship is over. That's right. All respect. I mean, when somebody, men or women, when they use that, that is just a sign of disrespect. You're disrespecting your humanity and other people. Like you're just a low life when you got to use that word. And I know I said no judging on this program, on this platform, but that's just my humble opinion. Okay, so enough of that. All right, so when you're in a relationship with a narcissist, either way, when you're involved with them, it's never just the two of you. There's always somebody else, whether you realize it or not, whether they're an ex or not. There's always a third party. There's always a fourth party. There's always a fifth party, and so on and so on. And the relationship that you have with the narcissist is that it's not as intimate as what you think it is. It isn't. It's because you think you're exclusive, but you're not. You're not exclusive. The narcissist has to have their entourage, their flying monkeys. And sometimes these flying monkeys are closer to them than you are to the narcissist. And even though they're not physically cheating, they are sharing secrets that you tell the narcissist, and they'll go to the flying monkeys and they'll tell and they'll manipulate and they will lie, especially to your friends. They'll twist words around, and your friends are going to be led to assume that you said and did something against the friendship, and there we go. The narcissist has triangulated your friends away from you. It's easily done. So I recommend that if you are in a relationship with a narcissist or getting into a relationship, don't expose your friends and family to the narcissist until you are absolutely secure and sure that there is trust and respect. I mean, get to know the person first before you bring them home to mommy and daddy. So, fact is a fact, Jack. That's right. I like that, Joe. The light within us. Hello, nice to see you. Wonderful to see and hear your thoughts. Thank you. It's nice to hear you. Sorry to be late. Made chili. Oh, yummy. I love chili. Chili is so good. So, especially on a cold winter's evening. So, well done for you. Enjoy your chili. So, all right. All right, so flying monkeys also serve several purposes for the narcissist. They carry messages like pigeons. They relay information, often twisted back and forth between the narcissist and the target. There's gaslighting. They invalidate the victim's feelings, your feelings, the target's feelings, making you question your reality. They start hanging around the narcissist, they become a little bit narcissistic, and they gaslight you. And are you sure? Are you really sure that's what's happening? Are you really sure? And you're like, yes, I'm sure. Are you sure you're not going to be making a mistake if you quit your job or if you stay with your job or whatever it is? Like, they're just not supportive. And they enforce isolation. Oh, yeah? When those narcissists turn your friends and family against you, oh, it's an all-out war. And sometimes your best friends may not even say anything. They just enact revenge on you. You're victimized by the narcissist. You're victimized by the friends that were once your friends. And you're even further isolated and unsupported. You have nowhere to turn. Flying monkeys are, in essence, tools that the narcissist uses to maintain control over you. But are they narcissists themselves? That's what I question, because, you know, if a friend really has your back, they can't be turned. Oh, hello, Andrea. It's nice to see you again. Hi, welcome. Come on in. Hi, Cody. How you doing? Fruit exports are going to go down, are they? Yay. That means we can have strawberries. We can have strawberries and not worry about the expense. I love strawberries. And peaches. Oh, I love peaches. And cherries. Oh, okay. My boyfriend has narcissistic tendencies. The good person narc has many flying monkeys. Oh boy. Oh boy. How are you managing? Royal says, I'm building a new life without anyone from my past. Oh, yeah. Good for you. Yeah, Cody has our back with the produce updates. That's awesome. We love food on this channel. What can we say, VK? We talk about food. You know, I think we should, I'm probably going to put on our private group chat on Telegram, I'm probably going to have a recipe little group there too. Share your recipes. Because we love to eat. We love our food on this channel. I love it. It's awesome. So, Royal says, I've done the inner work that they refuse to do. Good. Speaking of food, I'm eating nachos. Oh, no, you're not. Really? Nachos? Refried beans? Jalapenos? So, understand, children of God, we will be hated, judged, segregated. In the end, our light shines through. Let their hate build our strength. Amen. Well said, girl. Cody, oh, I just was a nursery greenhouse grower before for 5 years, and I was trying to build like dome greenhouses years ago. Awesome. Oh my gosh, you're hired. I love greenhouse. I want a greenhouse so bad. I just love gardening. I love growing my own food. Baking with Shannon. That could be cool. Yeah. I'm trying to get my landlord, because he cooks Indian food, because he's from India, and his food is so delicious. Like, oh, he should have been a chef. And I've been trying to get him to have his own cooking, you know, channel on YouTube, but he just won't do it. So, yeah, so maybe I can convince him. Maybe I can get him to, you know, share a few of his culinary expertise with us and post it on our group chat. So, oh, and I got people buy chickens. Oh, and now they are giving eggs to people. Okay, cool. I need a gardener. My landlord is Indian too, Cody says. Awesome. Ted says, Shannon, I cannot forgive, but it is difficult to let hatred dissipate. It is. But you've got to find how you let hate dissipate is you start finding the joy in life. Start finding yourself. Learning to live again and be happy with yourself. Find things that you like to do. Whether it's drawing, or maybe you like sculpting, maybe you like woodwork, maybe you like, I don't know, rebuilding cars. Maybe you like gardening. Do something for you. And learn to not take yourself so seriously. Learn to laugh, learn to sing, learn to dance. Go dance in the kitchen with your broom. Seriously. It's about bringing back the playful, childlike heart into your life again, because that's what the narcissist has tried to destroy. Yeah, just dance, you know? Like in Elaine Bennis, you know, on Seinfeld. Somebody calls me Elaine on here because I wear my hair like this. you know, like Elaine. And they said, you look like Elaine. So that's the, ooh, that worked. That's the growing joke on here now. Whenever they come in and they say, hello, Elaine, I just like, can't do the fancy footwork, right? But I can do that. So it's funny. But we all laugh at ourselves, you know, and it's not making fun. It's just being goofy. You know, like, what's it going to cost you just to just be you? Celebrate yourself. That's what being a child, like having a childlike nature is. It's celebrating you and your worth. Remember the Carlton dance? Yeah, I remember that. That was so cool. I love Carlton. His dance was awesome. I'm gonna go practice that now. Yeah, that was awesome. Cool. Can you do it? Let's not refer to the programs on TV, says Royal Goodness. Okay. Ted, forgive yourself to learn to cope with what horror you may have happened to you. Laugh, dance, and celebrate every time you feel attacked. It'll set you free. Good advice. My other was the Rog dance from What's Happening. I don't know that one. I don't know that one. So, Cody says, I'm such a pessimistic. I play imaginary drums instead. Awesome. Yeah, cool. You ever just tap? I want to get a set of bongos. So when we have retreat, got to have bongos. We got to have a guitar. We got to have a tambourine, maracas, a little cowbell. We need more cowbell. Okay, enough. All right. So, are flying monkeys narcissistic? Well, they can be. Okay. But not always. But yeah, I mean, if they're easily swayed, chances are there's some sort of narcissistic tendencies there. So here's the deal. Some of them are unaware pawns, just like you are. I know that's an ugly word, pawns. But that's what we are. We're just tools for the tricks of their trade. That's it. We're just tools. We're objects, and our friends and family are used in the same way. And they don't realize that they're being used. They genuinely believe the narcissist lies and think they're helping a good person. For example, a mutual friend might confront you about your poor behavior towards the narcissist, completely unaware that they've been fed a false narrative. But then there's also the willful enablers. These people know the narcissist's true nature but still support them, either out of fear, self-interest, or shared toxicity. For instance, a family member might side with the narcissist because they benefit financially or socially from staying on their good graces. So, okay, I remember once with my buddy Tommy, we had 2 flutes and a didgeridoo, is that what it is? And a drum going in a motel room. Oh dear. I don't know if we want to know that story. So, Cody, that sounds quite funny and noisy for a motel. Absolutely. Like, do we really want to know? Yeah, jamboree down the hallways. Woohoo! Anyways, and there's liquor. Was there liquor involved? You know, those little tiny liquor, you know, things from the fridge. Oh my gosh, vodka. Ooh. Okay, so flying monkeys can also be sadistic collaborators. This is kind of the most toxic group. Like, yeah, obviously, like these individuals actively enjoy the drama and take pleasure in hurting other people. They might share the narcissistic traits or simply thrive on chaos. And You can't see the narcissism until, you see that you're in a narcissistic relationship. You can't see See, that's the thing. We don't want to believe this, but I'm going to say this. Now's the perfect time to say this. Normally, usually, quite common, it is quite common that if you have a narcissistic significant other, check your friends. Because it's not just the person that you're having an intimate relationship with. It's not just the family members who are narcissists. We also pick friends, besties as narcissists too. And we don't see it. Because our relationships with friends are obviously different than they are when we have intimate relationships. Even though friendships, our best friends are really close, we're more giving. We exercise unconditional love in the most wholesome way in our friendships than we do. See, we have it backwards. We should give our significant others better leniencies with our unconditional love than we should with our best friends, but it's backwards. We treat our friends like they can do no wrong. We're supportive. They come to us and they say, you know what, I really messed up, and you're going to think the worst of me. And you're like, no, I won't. Like, how many friendships do you have with people that you don't judge them on? You don't judge them, but we judge our intimate relationships. And that's why you can't see the narcissist as a friend. But they are. Many of them are. If you're used to having narcissistic relationships in the way of intimate relationships, if this is common for you, then it's probably not, I'd say probably 70% of your friendships outside of intimate relationships are probably narcissistic. But you can't see it because you give your friends a lot of leeway. We give our friends a lot of support. And we let a lot of things go. Our friends make stupid mistakes, but because it doesn't hurt us personally, because we don't take their personal mistakes or their mistakes personal, it doesn't hurt us, so we don't judge them. And that's exactly what we're supposed to treat our significant others as we treat our best friends. Like, just because we're having sex with somebody doesn't mean that the best friend stops and the support and the leniencies stop. That's why God says, be careful when you choose somebody. You make sure that you're choosing them, because once you choose them and you decide to have them as a life partner, you're set. You have to freaking go the distance with these people. So you have to be supportive. Like, just because you're intimate with them, the friendship doesn't stop. So just be careful of that, because, and I've noticed this with myself, that, yeah, I was choosing narcissists as best friends. And I couldn't see it until I started looking at my intimate relationships. And it's like, oh, okay. So I had to let my best friends go, because I'm just like, I can't put up with that. If I'm not going to put up with it with the narcissist who's I'm having intimate relationships with, I can't be a hypocrite. I have to clean house. I have to clean house. So Cody said hi. Hi, Mother Goose said hi. Hi, Brad. Is that who we're saying hi to? Christian Brad Pitt. Hello. Hi. How are you doing? Nice to see you. Ted says, I agree, Shannon. I cut off my best friend from high school because of manipulation. Good for you. It hurts like hell, doesn't it? It hurts, but it's the best thing you've ever done. It's a good thing for you. Good for you. You go. You do you. Proud of you. So, just reading your comments. Okay, so understand which category I mean, it's not necessary, but you can just figure out which category a flying monkey is in. I mean, if that's what you want to do, you know, they're the willful enablers, they're the sadistic collaborators, or maybe they just don't even freaking know. They're just the unaware pawns. I mean, you know, take your pick. But one thing is clear. Whatever category they fit into, and who really cares? A narcissist is a narcissist as far as I'm concerned. A flying monkey is a flying monkey who cannot be trusted. That's the thing. You cannot trust them again. And they can say, oh, I just didn't know. Yeah, well, what they said about you to the narcissist behind your back. See, that's the thing. Relationships, there has to be respect. When you start name calling somebody, that's a disrespect. When you start talking bad about somebody, that's a disrespect. And when your friend goes behind your back, starts talking to the narcissist about you, it's done. It's done. And they may want back, but it's like once that line is crossed, it's like crossing that unspoken barrier of having your best friend have intimate relations with your partner. Do you take them back? Oh, hell no. Been there, done that. Freaking, oh. That's a gut punch. That's a gut punch. See, there's no boundaries. And it's about integrity. You treat people the way that you want to be treated, okay? You have those healthy boundaries up for yourself. If you have the integrity that I will not call people names, I will not talk about people behind their back, I will not sleep around, I will not cheat, I will definitely not go after my best friend's boyfriend or girlfriend, like that's off limits. I won't even date them if they're broken up. That's off limits. That's called having setting the bar high for yourself, and that's your standard of integrity. And because you set that standard of integrity, that's the standard of integrity that you need to find in somebody else. So you need to communicate with your best friend or significant other and say, what's your thoughts on sleeping with my best friend? Like, if, say we broke up, would you go after my best friend? You got to have those conversations. Because if they're like, oh, heck yeah. It's like, for me, that's a red flag. So there's unspoken rules between friends. And, and one of the things that you can tell your significant other, when you meet them, what's your take about, is say I had a best friend and they came to you for advice about me. Would you talk to me about it? Or would you go behind my back and share intimate things about me to them? What would you do? Have those conversations, because you need to know. This is establishing trust. And this is establishing, okay, well, what a deal breaker for me is, I need you as my significant other to stand up for me. And if my best friend comes to you and says, well, what do you, because sometimes your best friends, like you said, your best friend could be a narcissist. I had this happen to me. My best friend went to my then common law husband, and struck up a relationship with him and did whatever. But the point I'm trying to make is, from my personal experience, I'm learning, and I've learned what questions to ask when you're dating. And it's like, okay, so here's what I want in the relationship. If I have somebody, a family member, or my friend come to you and ask you for advice about me, I want you to stand up for me. Since we're sleeping together, we're the forever couple. I want you to stand up for me and say, well, she's not here to defend herself, so, I'll run it by her and see what she says. I don't want there to be secrets between us like that, and I will give you the same courtesy. If your best friend comes to me and says, I don't know what's going on with him, I'm not going to be like, well, do you want me to talk to him on your behalf? Do you want me to? No, it's going to be like, okay, well, what's, maybe he's not here to defend himself, so maybe you should go ask him instead of asking me. If you see, the thing is, if you have to go through a third party or a second channel and you don't feel comfortable talking to your best friend and confronting them on their behavior and going to somebody else and saying, what's up with Dennis's what's up with his attitude lately? Well, you should be able to and feel comfortable and strong enough in your friendship to go to Dennis and say, Dennis, hey, it's me. I'm your best friend. Hey, I'm not here to hurt you. I love you. Can we talk? If you can't have that kind of open relationship with your best friend, then it's done. So I just got on a tangent here because I was just thinking about some things that I went through, and the triangulation and the flying monkeys, and I didn't realize, like, this was like 30 years ago. We didn't have this coffee table term of narcissism, and now I'm just like thinking about it. It's like, holy smokes, like this is good to know. This is good stuff. It's like, wow. I had flying monkeys in my court as best friends, and I didn't even know. I didn't notice. I had no freaking clue. And I walked right into it. Shannon, can I ask your opinion? Yeah, sure. What's going on? Well, so-and-so, like, what's up with them? Well, I don't know. Do you want me to talk to them for you? No, it's none of my business. As God says, mind your own business, right? Hi, Matt. Nice to see you. How you doing? Triangulation of monkeys. That's right. Royal says agents. Yep. The last mask of a narcissist is self-pity, and it's the first one they tried to make us wear. Absolutely. Gossip. Yeah, she's explaining flying monkeys, gossip, destroy, triangulate. Oh, you followed me? Holy cow. Thank you, Jesus. You followed what I was trying to say, because I was just like getting caught up in my own so I was getting caught up in that. So, but thanks. Thank you, VK. Yeah. Mine went after my daughter's friends, sisters, what the fuck. Excuse me. But my ex was a sociopath, tetrad, aka sadistic. Yeah, like, I've even had a narcissist, like when I was dating when my daughter was younger, 17, and the narcissist would say, oh, say hi to your daughter for me. Say hello. How's she doing? Hello. And it's like, wow, that's weird. Like, what's up with that? Well, if I'm dating you, I'm dating the two of you, so I have to be nice, you guys are all family. And I'm just like, we barely know each other. What the hell? Like, this is weird. I'm uncomfortable with this. So I was just like, put the, like, block. But yeah, some narcissists will do that. They're sick. So, So flying monkeys are dangerous, okay? Whether it's intentional or not, they are dangerous because they act as extensions. Excuse me, throwing a ruler around. They act as extensions of the narcissist. Anything you say to them will be twisted and reported back to the narcissist. They might pretend to care. They might pretend to offer support, only to use your words, against you later. And they hang on to everything you say and will report verbatim. For example, you might confide in a flying monkey about how hurt you feel, only for them to tell the narcissist. And they'll say, oh, so-and-so is still hung up on you. And it makes the narcissists, it strokes their ego, obviously. And the flying monkey likes to get in the middle, likes to bring people together or tear them apart. Flying monkeys are gossipers and cause division, crazy makers, just like the narcissist. They are influenced easily by their own sins, those sins of the flesh, and can easily be manipulated to influence familiar spirits that hang around the narcissist. We talked about narcissists having demon attachments. Well, be careful. Because just when you think you know somebody, you end up not knowing them. And, those flying monkeys have their own secrets that they haven't told you. And maybe they've confided in the narcissist. What is it? Something about birds of a feather flock together. Flying monkeys contribute to smear campaigns by spreading lies, half-truths about you to others. It's sick and twisted. And this damages your reputation, makes you feel isolated. And when you're isolated, well, then you're easier to control. And obviously that's what the narcissist wants. So please be careful. Got to remember the Witch of the West. Please, let's get into facts. They're possessed. Yeah. That's pretty scary when you see that. The narcissist is evenly yoked to the flying monkey. And just like you, the narcissist assumes that these extras are extensions of themselves and will manipulate any individual to help. So pick your friends wisely, and do not have your friends meet your love interest or new friend until you have successfully vetted them by establishing respect and trust over a period of time that is consistent. Don't let somebody push you into, oh, it's been 2 weeks. When am I going to meet your parents? Oh, it's been a month. When am I going to meet your best friend? Don't let them push you. Take your time. Don't go off showing your new best friend to the narcissist. Spend some time alone with this new person and get to know them. Really pay attention to the things they say and the things that they don't say. And pay attention how they take you out on dates, and pay attention on how when you guys go do things and how they treat other people. Just pay attention. What do you tell new people when they ask about your family or ask about your friends? There's not a, you know, just keep it superficial, keep it light. And if they ask, well, you never share anything, just say, well, I'm not comfortable yet. I'm still getting to know you. We're still getting to know each other. So just keep it superficial. You don't have to stay, zipped lip. And just, if they say, how's your mom? How's your dad? They're doing fine. Thanks for asking. That's nice of you to ask. Thank you. So what does your mom do? Oh, she's a nurse. Where does she work? I'm not comfortable sharing that with you yet. So when I stepped back and started observing, that's when I started learning about narcissists. Right on, Joe. Joe says, my apologies, Eunice. I'm going to leave it at that. I think yeah. So Eunice, Joe is talking to you. That's all I'm going to say. Joe is saying something to you, Eunice. Aw, hugs to you too. You guys. So, none your business. That's right. Exactly. None your business. I've said that to narcissists. It's for me to know and you to find out. So what's your sign? For me to know and you to find out. Or, no, for me to know and you never to find out. Hi, see ya. Don't want to be ya. Eunice says, Joe, there's no need to ever apologize. See, we're friends and family in this group. Love to you all. You guys just make my heart just shine. Oh, I love it. Okay, so how do you handle flying monkeys? Same way you do a narcissist. No contact. If possible, cut flying monkeys out of your life entirely. Don't let them have the final say. You do you and you have the final say. If they're relentless in their support of the narcissist, they're not worth your energy. Serious. They've showed who they truly are, and it's better that you found out rather than when you really needed them and they just abandoned you. Or you can go low contact. If no contact is not an option, if they're family or co-workers, limit your interactions. Keep your conversations superficial. Talk about the weather if you have to. Be nice, but don't divulge anything and avoid sharing personal information. And do not defend yourself. Trying to explain your side of the story to a flying monkey is often pointless. They're already biased in favor of the narcissist, so instead of defending yourself, focus on maintaining your composure. Go gray rock. Be cautious with your information. Assume anything you say to a flying monkey is going to get back to the narcissist, because it will. So share only what you're comfortable having repeated. Here's a test. Share something with the flying monkey or the narcissist that makes it seem like you're vulnerable, but you have already worked out that vulnerability. Don't make it too personal, but, just say, yeah, I once was addicted to food. And you've dealt with that, and see what happens. Guarantee they'll share it. And it'll get back to you. And that's how you know you're dealing with a flying monkey. It's how you know you're dealing with a gossiper. So expose the flying monkey in a subtle way. If necessary, just ask simple questions like, where did you hear that? Or why are you so interested in that? These questions can make them realize that they're being manipulated without you having to confront them directly. And build your own support system outside of the flying monkeys, away from the narcissist. You know, sometimes it's good to have friends like that are outside your circle of friends. Yeah, it's Tuesday. Is today Wednesday? I know. I woke up this morning thinking it was Wednesday. I really did. I was just like, and I saw and I'm like, today's Tuesday. No, it feels like Wednesday. It feels like Wednesday. Yeah, it's almost Wednesday. So I gotta hurry up, right? So we're closing this now. So dealing with flying monkeys can feel overwhelming, but remember their actions are a reflection of the narcissist, not you. So the more you learn about their tactics and enforce boundaries, the stronger you become. You have the power to protect your peace and reclaim your life. So here's an affirmation. My energy is mine to protect. I'm responsible for me. That's your affirmation. And say, I choose peace, strength, and wisdom over manipulation and fear. And use this whenever you feel overwhelmed, and let it remind you of your inner power of who you are and where you come from. So, Shannon, earlier today, I believe that you said that narcs pick up on if we have poor self-confidence. Absolutely. They do. They do, they do, they do. Because many of us who are unconditional loving, we are lacking in confidence in who we are in our unconditional love, as we don't know who we are. We have this identity crisis, and we look outside of ourselves to try to gain an identity, as we think, oh, if somebody loves me, then that's where my identity is. If somebody loves me, then I'm lovable. Then it means I'm lovable. And the narcissist picks up on that because they test you. They'll test you. When you don't see it, you don't see it. But, excuse me, after being with some narcissists for a while and you go on the dating scene again, the things that they say to you normally would just fly over your head. But when you pick up on it, like, they'll just drop little hints, and they'll see exactly where your boundaries are and where you lack boundaries. And lack of boundaries is a lack of self-confidence. So, yeah, they recognize if we had childhood trauma, absolutely. Why does the narc have no inner self? Because they have no empathy. They can't self-actualize because they can't sit there and say, well, you know, that makes me feel bad, so maybe I shouldn't have done that. Or, gee, you know, I can relate to that person because I wouldn't want that done to me. So I'm not going to go and hurt somebody because, gee, I wouldn't want that done to me. That would hurt me. A narcissist can't self-reflect like that because it takes empathy to think like that. So, narc has no real self. That's right. That is totally right, Mark. So, yeah, the narcissist lost their inner self in their childhood. They chose they chose power over people. They chose to have power over people, when in reality it's servitude. Serving people is where power is really at. That's where control and having true power is at, through serving others in a kind, benevolent way. But the narcissist chose to have power over themselves and other people rather than to serve people, because they see serving others as weak. These narcissists were the children who took the toys from other children in daycare and wouldn't watch these other kids cry and wouldn't give the toy back, and an adult had to step in and take the toy away from the child narcissist and give it back to the child who was crying. And the child narcissist is like, no freaking fair. I was playing with that toy. That was my toy. How dare that adult take that away from me? So that's what the child narcissist clings to, and they see us as, the stand-in of, you're taking away my fun. So I'm going to put the boots to you now as they replace their caregiver with us, as we are then their caregiver. It's sick and twisted. So it's like the vampire being invited into the door. Ooh. Yeah. Eunice says, gonna step out. Deborah and Ted have this while Shannon is preaching 411. Thank you. Oh, well, we're done here. So thank you, Eunice, for this question. I hope I answered as well as I could. We're, yeah, we're pretty much done. So you're dismissed if you want to go. But it's sure nice having you guys here. Really nice having you guys here. And thank you, VK, for doing a wonderful job of monitoring, being the monitor of this channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate your help. And I appreciate your questions, everybody. I appreciate, you guys opening yourselves up and sharing your comments and your suggestions and your stories. Like, you guys are helping. You guys do not realize that you are helping more than you know. And this is why you're here. You're using your pain to help somebody else. And you're helping somebody else grow. You're making a difference. And that is special. So just own that. Okay? Own that. You're special. You're worthy. And you are doing the Lord's will right now. Because it is the Lord's will to help other people, to shine the light of God. And you may be mad at the narcissist. I mean, that's natural. But you haven't let the narcissist make you bitter. You're still willing to put yourself out there and help. And that's what it's all about. So I'm proud of you. You go. You got this. You're doing it. It's amazing. So awesome. All right. So, Shannon, I have a lot of pride. I will not back down from narcs. I am determined to show the world that I am not weak. Well, you're not weak. You're stronger than you know. And pride is not a bad thing, okay? And yeah, you're going to go through this stage where you feel like you might have something to prove. But with that, there's a maturity that comes and a growth that comes with that you just like, it's not worth my time. It's not, I don't need to prove anything to the narcissist. I don't need to prove to anybody who I am, what I've been through, what I've gone through. It's not worth my energy. I'm not here to prove anything to anybody. I'm here to work out my life and work on my salvation and help other people to do the same thing. So once you get there, you'll get there. It's okay. You're a work in progress and you're doing a good job. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having a healthy sense of pride. I mean, it's kind of a boundary too, because I mean, the narcissist, when they prey upon us, they don't see us as having pride, as we don't. I know I certainly didn't. I didn't have pride in myself. I was like, oh, you like me? Oh, I'm so privileged that you like me. I'm so honored. Oh. No, I didn't say it, but I acted like it. I acted meek and mild. I was not proud to be like, oh, this person thinks I'm cool, righteous, awesome, because I am a cool person. You know, I'm cool. I'm me. Like, I want to show this person me. And I wasn't bold and showing the narcissist me. And when I was, that's when I got knocked down. Because I wasn't strong in the pride for myself. I didn't recognize it. I was having fun with it and being playful in who I was, but I wasn't, you know, protecting of me. And I let the narcissist change my laugh. I let the narcissist change my demeanor, my happy, playful demeanor, and I adopted their negativity, their pessimism. And I stopped looking to the good things in life, the small little good things, you know, the little yellow flower or the little blue flower that you see along the walk. You know, your walk and you see it just swaying in the wind and you look at it and you're like, such a delicate little flower, and the leaves and the petals don't even fly off the flower when the wind blows. Like that little flower is so strong. And I just like, no, I'd walk, you know, I'd ignore that flower and walk on it, probably step on it. You know, I missed so many opportunities, so many blessings because I was just so disheartened. And, you know, that's what we do. We allow the narcissist to do that because we don't know any better. So Richard Grannon says that you have to handle the narc like a snake. You cannot approach it like a normal person or situation. Exactly. Because who spiritually is a snake? A demon. Do you go up to demons and say, hi, let's play? Sweet dreams, who's going tonight? Who's going to bed? Good night, whoever you are. Sweet dreams, see you tomorrow. But, yeah, abandon sincere communication when communication with the insincere. Richard Grannon. Yeah. Exactly. Like, why reason with a narcissist? You're just wasting your energy. You're just giving them fuel. They can sit there for hours. They got time. They got time because the more you sit there and give your energy to them, they're just draining you. They're gaining power off of you. Good night, Royal Goodness. Nice to see you. Yeah, so, yeah, you don't, like, now that you know a narcissist, now it's time to understand that you're going to be hypervigilant. Okay? You're on the lookout for those snakes. You're on the lookout for those demons. You're on the lookout for those red flags. So now you're in a position where you get to trust yourself. Oh, yay. Like, no, be glad that, okay, I get to trust myself. This is where God is trusting me for me to step in and make healthy decisions for myself. And if I'm going out dating or meeting new friends or whatever, I got to vet them properly. And I got to know myself, and I got to know the enemy, and I got to be on the lookout for the enemy. So as soon as you see the familiar spirits, the familiar traits of the enemy, it's like you shut down. You just like, hi. And maybe they'll say, oh, you want to hang out together? No, no, thank you, I'm busy. Oh, we should exchange numbers. No, thank you. Well, aren't you a lightweight or whatever they call people these days, a goody-goody or whatever? Yeah, okay. You just smile and walk away. You don't need to entertain that kind of garbage. You get to decide who you want to hang around with, because the light inside of you deserves your best. And what that means is you've got to vet other people, because you're shining your light to other people. So you want to bring people who are worthy of you and worthy of Jesus Christ in your small group. So, yeah, don't entertain snakes. We don't entertain the devil anymore. Those demons can just go to the arid places and stay there. Go to the abyss, stay there. Because they're not welcome. They're not welcome here anymore. So, sorry, I'm in my selfish time. What? No, you're not. Yeah, you're vampires, exactly. And you're hypervigilant now. Absolutely, and you will be. See, this is teaching us, we have to, from this day forward, we have to always have our guard up, because now we know that the enemy roams like a lion, just as God said. And he comes in as a false light. So yeah, we've got to be hyper vigilant when we meet other people. And that's not a bad thing. That is not a bad thing, to be aware. And now we're not just walking in flesh when we meet people. We're walking in the flesh, guided by the Spirit. So we come packing Spirit power. And that's the difference. And the Spirit says, yes, they're safe to get to know. No, they're not safe to know. All you have to do is put your hand on your chest, close your eyes, and say, God, do you want me to know this person? This person seems like they're good people. Do you want me to know them? Can I get to know them? And God will tell you. This person wants to exchange phone numbers with me. God, is it okay if I do that? God will tell you. And it's your responsibility to listen to that, know whether you have proof or not. Because it's about establishing trust for yourself. Because God knows. And you know what? God doesn't owe you an answer. God doesn't owe you a reason. If he said no, he means no. And leave it at that. He doesn't owe you an answer. And if you go looking for one and you dismiss his no, you're going to get bit in the ass. I promise you that. You will. Been there, done that. So my therapist was speaking to me about the concept of the fifth corner of a square. Okay, fifth corner of a square. You going to elaborate? Or you want me to, is that a, searching the fifth corner is an extra depth perception. Ah, I like that. Thank you for explaining. It's kind of like looking for things that, when someone says something, look for the things unspoken. Look for how people speak. Look for, you know, it's not always what people say, it's how they say it and what they don't say. Yeah, so, yeah, it's about having your spiritual awareness about you. That's right. The metaphor representing a hidden or unexpected perspective, a new angle, absolutely. Perspective is everything. So when you can stand on the outside of your life and look in and see a new perspective. That's kind of what Ted is talking about. And you can do that with your relationships and the narcissist. Perspective is everything. Perspective is 9/10 of the law. So, well, everyone, I want to say thank you very much for showing up tonight, and again, spending your time with all of us, with me and, you know, our moderator. Thank you, VK, for moderating. Thank you, everyone, for coming in here and, you know, spending time with us, sharing your thoughts and your interests. And, you know, I've learned a lot in today's video. So thank you very much. And I hope you guys will join us tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And we're back here tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the evening. Hi to all of those who are new. We are growing like crazy. Wow. So, yeah, you guys can find important links in the description of this video, my email, my Telegram, yeah, so, and where you can find downloadables on my Ko-Fi channel. If you guys want to donate to this channel, there's a link in the description as well. And also VK has been so kind to pepper that in throughout the chat for us today. So thank you very much. I appreciate you, and I appreciate all of you guys. You know, you guys are, yeah, Ted, it's a painful process, but you're working through it. Like I said, and I'm feeling a vibe from you. Like you're carrying a better vibe that is more consistent now. So I'm glad to see that, and I feel that, and I'm proud of you, Ted. Well done, and I'm proud of all of you guys. You guys are working this out, and you're doing it. So sleep well tonight. Say your prayers, and remember your dreams. How you remember your dreams in the morning? Wake up, don't move. Don't move. Open your eyes slowly. Don't move, because as soon as you move, you put yourself into reality and take yourself out of dream state. So just lay there quietly and think about what you were dreaming, and it will come to you. And then once you remember, then you can move. Then you can get up and flick on the light or go run to the bathroom because you need to do your business, whatever. But yeah, that's how you remember your dreams. So sleep well, everyone. God bless, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Mwah. Good night.